Let's welcome in the management at DB Corp Limited, Mr. Agarwal, promoter and director at the company, is now joining us on the phone line. Mr. Agarwal, if you could just tell us about the print business, what was the growth over there? Demonetization did have an impact on your business. Did that continue in Q4?
See, if you look at the overall number of our console DB Corp company, we were able to grow that revenue by 8% overall. But I think this number could have been much higher, but for demonetization. Because November onwards till almost mid of March, the numbers were really subdued. So based on that, this 8% was actually the result of the first half of the year itself. And but in spite of that, we've been able to maintain the EBITDA margin and the growth in EBITDA also. Looking at the future going forward, we hope that GST and everything will give some positive impact in the industry. And we are looking for a better times ahead.
Right. Can you just tell us about the digital business? The growth or the spending over there continued to be high?
So in digital, we've been able to now garner 91 million unique visitors, and with a revenue of around 56 crores, which is a growth of around 24%. And the growth is happening there, but I guess the number what we were initially thinking that the number will be almost doubling up every year, that's not happening. I think because the print is also bouncing back. Recent report of Audit Bureau of Circulation says that there's a huge growth in circulation in the last 10 years in every possible newspaper in India. And I'm sure the advertisers are taking note of that also. So considering that, I think both the mediums will grow together.
Right. Can you just give us some clarity on the impact of GST on the print industry? We got a big document yesterday. Anything regarding print industry?
We have not evaluated as yet. So unless until we have a total clarity, it will not be right on us to comment about that.
Can you just tell us what is expected?
So we were requesting the exemption from the government on the input and output both, which means the newsprint should not be taxed and the advertising income should also not be taxed. But I don't know what exactly they are deciding on.
Right. Can you just tell us in the previous quarter which sectors saw lower spending and which sectors do you expect demand revival to come in?
So the lower spending sectors were lifestyle, FMCG and real estate. They were really badly hit. And we hope that in the months to come, automobile, education and FMCG will bounce back.
Right. Most of them should start to see revival?
Yeah, auto has already started seeing the revival. So auto and education is good. FMCG, hopefully, that should happen this quarter itself.
Right. Can you just update us on the new IRS survey as well?
So IRS survey is in the pipeline. They are hoping that by the end of this calendar year, they should be able to come out with some report, and we are waiting for that. Right.
Overall, just the outlook for FY18, is the impact of demonetization slightly mostly behind now?
We hope so.
Right. Also from this quarter, one gets a sense that there was a tight cost control that the company has shown. Will that continue in FY18?
Very much, very much. Because newsprint price, which is another big cost for us, as of now the outlook is stable for the newsprint. So we are confident if that continues, then there's no reason why the cost will go up.
Right. You mentioned about the raw material prices. That's already seen an increase in the previous quarter, right?
That's hardly any, it's like around 3%. And based on that, if I look for the next 12 months' time, I already have an outlook for around 6 months. In that 6 months, is around 2-3% increase happening. So considering an annual impact of that also would not be more than 3 to 4%. And especially currently the dollar is on our side. So if that advantage continues with us, so I think the newsprint prices should not be a concern this year.
Right. Just about the subscription revenue, you were sounding quite bullish earlier, and the radio revenues. Can you just talk to us about that? What is expectation for FY18?
We have grown by 11% in circulation revenue last year. And I think this year we would expect a single-digit growth in the circulation revenue. And radio still continues to be bullish. We have done 18% growth in radio business this year. And with the new stations rolling out this year for us, which is 13 more stations, I think we'll be able to see a strong growth in radio this year for us.
Right. Mr. Agarwal, thank you so much for taking out time for us. Always good to get a perspective from you. DB Corp numbers were mixed. So print revenues went down, but others made up for it. And there was some tight cost control, which even the management spoke about, which was quite evident in the numbers.